broadcasting straight to you from a large spaceship currently at war with mainstream science. Meanwhile, the peanut gallery is getting out the mason jars, grabbing a beer from the fridge in the yard, and making sure the double wide is secured. Yep, time for another exciting night of Strange World, I reckon. Welcome to Strange World, where the truth is often stranger than fiction. I'm your host, Mark Sargent, the creator of Flat Earth Clues, which propose that all of us are living inside a Truman Show enclosed structure thousands of miles wide. Just Google Flat Earth Mark. If you can't find it, well, you're just not very good at the internet. Currently, the show is on Tuesday nights at 7 Pacific, 10 Eastern. And yes, Caroline, if it is not June 25th, 2024, the year of the Wood Dragon, then you are listening to a rerun. Quote of the day goes exactly like this little fun nugget. Content that violates YouTube's terms of service or that encourages others to do so is not allowed on YouTube. This includes posting content previously removed for violating our terms of service, posting content from creators with a current channel restriction, or posting content from creators who have been terminated under our terms. Posting such content is considered circumvention under our terms of service and may lead to your YouTube channel being penalized or terminated. Who said that? Well, YouTube, of course. When they wiped out one of my videos, Eddie Bravo and David Weiss beat up Alex Jones over Flat Earth. Did not know that. Oh,
I got that same exact thing. I don't know, a week or so ago, because I put an old Dave Murphy video up and it said exactly that.
Yeah.
And I did my time for a week, took some kind of weird test, which we talked about last week. And they allowed me to be able to post in my community forum on my channel. Yeah. But I don't think I can upload videos yet there. But anyway, thanks, YouTube.
Yeah, thanks, guys. I didn't get a strike. However, what I've now known is if a channel, here's the bad part about this, is if the channel is banned from YouTube, you can't post any of their content. But even if they are restricted, so if they've gotten strikes, you can't post any of their previous content on YouTube. That's like, wow.
Wait a minute. So I'm loading old videos on my channel from people that I did interviews with in 2015, 16, 17, 18, 19. And maybe some of those people have had their channels banned, and maybe I'm on my way out.
No. I think you'll be fine. They take particular exception to Alex Jones. Anything Alex Jones, they just go after her with. Anyway, sorry.
I don't want to bore everyone with this behind the scenes, showing people how the pasta is made or whatever.
Right. I know it's kind of redundant, but my co-host, she's the one, the only, Patricia Lynn Steere, spelled Lynn, not Lynnne. In
case you wondered. Very true. Yeah. And in our opening, did you say mason? I thought I heard you say mason.
Mason jars, which means that is a code word to my Mason brothers.
Right. All hail.
There we go.
Hey, I like your hat, by the way.
Thank you. By the way, it is a standard agency issue gray wool hat with a silver star, but it's got the silver star has a little alien head on it.
Okay.
Yeah, I got it back in the 90s.
An agenda. I think that star with that many points on it is probably also some kind of a wrong thing to wear in the conspiracy world.
Hey, well, we'll get to that.
We already talked about Masons. We're this isn't a good start.
Hey, Patricia, it must be hard being that you're you and nobody really likes you much.
True, very true, by the way. But go ahead.
It must be hard to find Flat Earth friends. Do you know an easy way to find cool people like yourself and solid info about our stationary, horizontal, level plane?
David Weiss's Flat Earth app. That's what it is. Look it up like that. I'm serious. Go to wherever you look up apps to download them and look up David Weiss's Flat Earth app and you'll get it. But you can also look up the Flat Earth, Sun, Moon, and Zodiac clock app.
Yeah.
The Flat Earth, Sun, Moon, and Zodiac clock app. Look it up. Sign up. Yeah. It's cheap, or it really is inexpensive. Yeah. And become a blue dot and stalk other people, and you'll love it. Join today.
Yes. Yes. It's the perfect gift for friends, family, and complete strangers. Watch a featured video every day for 2 weeks and see what happens. It'll be the best $2.99 you've ever spent. Oh, so sleepy. And because it's 10 p.m. on the East Coast, it's time to say goodnight to one of our listeners, Paige. She's just put on her Magilla Gorilla pajamas, got a cup of cocoa with exactly 6 tiny marshmallows, and will probably listen to the playback in the morning. Good night, Paige. And by the way, this for you, Patricia. I did not realize this. I looked up, I'm only, because I looked up animated United States or American cartoons from the 1960s. You guys, and I do a different one every week. And I've been doing this for months now. I'm never going to run out, guys. You have no idea how many American, way before the Japanese started making their weird stuff, the Americans made so many years worth of cartoons. I've got them for years. So anyway, there you go.
Good to know, because Paige has pajamas for years.
She does. So. She does. I send her a new pair every week in the mail.
I'm sure Dave really appreciates the sex appeal.
I think so.
I
think so.
Are they
too.
footed? Do they have that snap bottom thing?
And they're fireproof on top of it.
Oh, well, of course.
Yeah.
Loaded with, I think, what is it, formaldehyde or something? Whatever they spray them with. It's
and
good for the kids.
And asbestos. Ask for it by name.
Yeah, asbestos. It's not formaldehyde, but both of those things probably would either start fires or prevent fires. Maybe if you use formaldehyde and asbestos in the same product, it would spontaneously combust.
Now you're worrying me. Mm-hmm. And I'm actually pretty good with chemistry. Hey, shout outs to Flat Earther Stephen Carpenter, the Deftones, support the Flat Earth cause, get the coolest hoodies ever. Go to thestrong.family, won't you? Pick up some merch. Mailbag, before we get to there was a question that came in, which was, Mark, does Patricia Steere share her email address? I looked for it, but didn't find it. And so I thought I'd ask. Patricia, if a show listener wanted to contact you, is there an email address out there they could write to you directly?
There is. It is on my YouTube channel, Patricia Steere, somewhere. However, all you need to do is remember these following words, which are pretty long and complicated. So get a pen or pencil down. And it is Patricia Lynn Steere@gmail.com. That's Patricia, common spelling. Lynn, Lynn, Steere, S as in Sam, T as in Thomas, EERE, @gmail.com. You can write me there.
All right.
And most likely I will respond. Probably with the word cease and desist, but I will respond.
I'd like to apologize by the person who wrote me last week the mystery postcard with some flat earth images from an Omega
Those
watch.
are so nice.
Yeah, very, very nice. It's signed at D. It's like, I am sorry because he sent me another one this week. And he signed it Daryl. I want to read it really quick, which is, hey, Mark, very groovy premiere from your home stream, the first home stream. Super excited for Patricia to be joining Strange World. Hope we can meet her cats, in parentheses. For this postcard, I rigged the text from an overhead transparency box. Cheers, Daryl. I am so sorry, Daryl, because you signed the last postcard D, and it didn't. It's like, D, who the hell's D? It's Daryl. So there you go. Very, very cool. So thank you.
Very creative person.
Yes, I like homemade postcards. And he puts Flat Earth memorabilia on the postcards so that the postman gets indoctrinated. So that's kind of nice. Okay, and then we got the serious mailbag. Let's just go through the audio and visual stuff. Well, let's get the physical stuff out of the way first.
These days with the whole Me Too movement, don't you think you should stop calling it the mailbag and call it the gender neutral bag?
No, I'm always going to call. Wait a minute, why? Oh, I get it. No, you're thinking of that movie I did in the 80s called Mailbag. No. It was when I played a gay postman.
Oh, really?
So here is I got literally a pair of brand new pair of green coveralls. So
all I just see is a crotch of a pants and some pockets.
It's big. It's full length. It's a full length.
Oh, it's
coveralls.
full on coveralls.
So
that's cool though.
Whether I am working on a big block engine because I'm so manly, or setting up a killing floor. This is what I would wear. In fact, my some of my hostages were saying, it's like, aren't you going to wear anything different? It's like, now I do. I've got something different.
This is for when you kill on Tuesdays.
Exactly. It's really, really great. Also got, again, because he buys Amazon stuff, and it's like,
Tuesdays we wear green.
Peanut says, yeah, me working on a car. You're damn right. Yeah, I used to be able to work on some 70s cars, but not much.
You can't work on cars anymore. You just have to replace the whole thing.
No, and when I say work on cars, I mean I could change the oil if I was lucky, or replace a headlight, maybe some taillights. Anyway, I got some headphones. These look like they're for racing car. They've got a racing thing. They're called Race Day. So I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do with those, but
That's
they're
an awfully nice gift.
random things get sent to me in the mail. Let's talk
How
about
nice.
Let's talk about how random. Okay.
Okay.
Without the cover, Guns N' Roses, Appetite for Destruction. Sure.
Wow.
Why not? French jazz.
Ooh, I would like that.
French jazz.
Nice.
Reminds me of Seinfeld or that line. It's like
It looks very 80s with those square blocks of color on the front.
GNR. Oh yeah, Guns N' Roses. Yeah, I figured you'd like it, Peanut. Here's one for you. Blackfish sound. Underwater communications with killer whales. It's 75% off. Can you believe it? That's a crime.
I mean, whales' voices are worth more than that.
I thought so.
Poor whales.
Here's some movies without
Poor
case,
Shamu and Shamu Jr.
without cases. Red Dawn, the Hemsworth edition. Not the.
Were these just like stolen? They don't have
No.
cases.
He I don't know. He bought. He buys the Amazon return liquidation pallets. He bids on them. Gets them for dirt cheap.
Last week.
But it's like, okay, and then I get After Earth, right? And you're probably saying, Mark, what's After Earth? After Earth, yeah, I know, and Peanut's dying. It is one of the worst science fiction movies in history, very similar to Battlefield Earth in scope. Will Smith, when he was trying to get his son into acting, bought him a movie where they crash land on a planet, spent millions and millions of dollars of his own money, and his son, turns out he's not an actor. He's not a chip off the old block.
He does know how to wear a skirt.
Exactly. Let's see.
In Hollywood these days, that's all that matters.
We got a few more DVDs. We got Starsky and Hutch with Ben Stiller and Owen Wilson.
Oh.
And again,
I love that show.
Well, the movie version actually wasn't bad.
Didn't see it.
Howard Stern, even though I'm not a fan, he did make a movie back in the days. You guys remember Private Parts, Howard Stern.
I saw the movie. Oh. This is a weird thing to say. I used to kind of like Howard Stern a long time ago. When I was a radio DJ, because he was a radio DJ. And, I know the kind of shows he did and what he talked about isn't the kind of stuff I'm into. But, at the time it was cutting edge and I never really had a chance to hear it. But when I was in New Orleans, some weird New Orleans radio station would carry the Howard Stern show live before 9/11 happened. And I did hear some shows. And one of the shows I heard, they were tossing slices of bologna at strippers' butts.
Yeah.
And I thought, I don't think I'll listen to this anymore.
I will say this about Howard Stern. I mean, I'm not a fan, never have been, but he did listen. It's like he figured out his niche, give the people what they want, and sex sells. He goes, the raunchier I am, the higher the ratings. I'm going to go for broke. I'm going to bring in porn stars. I'm going to bring in strippers. And if I bring in celebs, I'm going to ask them sex questions whenever I can.
And that's the thing about him that I kind of in a weird way liked, that he at the time was, I don't know, breaking the mold. I guess I like people that break the mold. I didn't really like the topic he chose, but the fact that he was doing something different. But what he's turned out to be now is a full-on convid believer, a full-on toe the line. I don't know how much I can say here without getting in trouble.
He is a blue team cheerleader, to be sure.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Yeah. What? That does not go with, I mean, you'd think he'd be like kind of more on our side, right?
Well,
no.
You'd think.
It's almost like the blue team is the new conservatives in some areas.
That, and come on, he's not dumb. Where your bread is buttered. He knows where it's buttered.
All the celebs.
He makes, and look at all the red team celebs that went solid red team side. Look at how they're struggling. It's like, they can make ends meet, but they're not living lavish lives anymore.
Do you think that where the country is headed, and I don't believe in politics, I don't vote, I'm no red or blue team, I kind of just observe. Do you think we're going toward a new overly conservative era coming up as a backlash to the blue team overly liberal era that we are currently in? I think we might be going that way.
Well, okay, one, it's too early to tell, and we will talk about the elections a little bit during this show. We're not going to know for another 4 or 5 months.
Right. But I mean, just as a prediction, do you think we're going to be going more conservative, even like Christian right-wing conservative?
No.
You don't think so?
I don't. If anything, will be polarized to where the right will go deeper into the right camp and the left will be even more left irritating, to where the two will barely be able to walk down the same street. Like
Right,
we're talking crossing sidewalks to avoid each other, if not
right.
fighting each other outright. So anyway, here, sorry, three left real fast. Wayne's World. Everybody knows that one.
Oh, yeah.
Which I can't hear anymore without thinking Strange World, because it kind of sounds the same. Nirvana, Unplugged in New York.
Oh, nice, nice.
And last but not least, John Lennon, Lennon Legend, the very best of John Lennon.
After Mike Williams and the whole Paul is dead thing,
Yeah.
I really just can't really deal with the Beatles. Sorry.
Yeah, I know. I was, by the way, I was happy for, on a side note, because it's not in our stories, I was happy that Queen, finally sold out, and they sold their catalog for, 1.2 billion, something along those lines.
Wow.
I know. They're getting older. It's like, why not? We've done the endorsements. We've done the tours. We've done everything. Freddie's long gone. Mm-hmm. So I don't know who gets the money, but their families will never have to work ever.
Well, good for their families.
Yeah, I guess. Let me do the meetups real fast, and then Patricia's going to...
I'm going to check the chat.
See
what's going on.
Check the chat really fast, but I'm going to read the meetups, and then while I set up the headlines, you can do that. There's only three meetups. Flat Earth, Utah. They're doing a stargazing campout fireside jamboree. Boy, that's a long title. And you're saying, what stargazing? Can we say that? It's like, what else am I supposed to say? Lights in the sky? Then you're going to think UFOs. So they got to call it something. August 2nd through the 4th. Flat Earth Meetup, Atlantic City, New Jersey, September 13th. And Flatoberfest, Spartanburg, South Carolina, September 27th through 29th. You can check that out at flatearthfestivals.com.
Are you going, Mark?
Don't know yet. Just was discussing that with Karen today. So, I mean...
speaking of Karen, show everybody your shirt.
Oh, yeah, Karen knows this one. Oop. Ah, crap. My earplugs came out. Ah!
Sorry.
1 second. This is my... See what you did, Patricia?
Show us your shirt and deconstruct all the equipment on you.
Sorry. The...
Not that the shirt reminds me of Karen, but...
Did it again. Almost did it twice. This is she knows this shirt. This is my Bigfoot Hulk shirt.
Yeah, it is a big.
Yeah, kind of like a Wendigo. Anyway,
it's pretty scary looking.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to be. Trying to be more intimidating.
Well, let me check the chat and see what's happening in the chat. Ted Summers here. Speaking of Karen, although he's his own individual person. Okay. Tom Buddhas. Let's see. He mentions Rich Hopkins, Mr. Thrive and Survive, and I've been thinking about Mr. Thrive and Survive, wondering where he is, and that is a conversation that Tom is having in there, and says that the Thrive and Survive channel is now the Rich Hopkins channel. And I was looking for Rich to see where he was and if he was okay, and only found old videos. So hopefully he's doing well. Hello to Lowry and Flat Earth Gary, who says the person is asking if I got the clot shot. What, are you kidding me? I don't even accept a question like that.
I haven't even gotten tested.
Hell no. No testing, no nothing. And during that time frame, going out and doing as much as I could do. The first day when they locked down and said you couldn't drive around, I'm in my car driving around. And it was really eerie because the streets were empty. And I was driving on the highway. Why? Because I don't want people to tell me what to do. Anyway, no, I would never do that. But anyway, there are people who have that some of us are involved in relationships with, that we love, family members. And, I guess everyone has a right to do what they want to do. Hello to Bali Music Journey, Mojo Shop. I think I already said Lowry, maybe not. Nathan Reed, Singe Man, and Rod M, and Karen is in the chat too, Karen B, and Spicy Sarah. Hello, Bill Keith, how are you? Couple more people I'll say hi to, Talking Truth Ministries, and Zulu One, and a couple more, Shelley Aller, Effed Up World, Wayne Claiborne, and hello to everybody, because I'll never be able to say hello to everyone. So, hi. Are you just reapplying some lip balm, Mark?
No, I'm good. I'm absolutely good.
You're good?
Yeah.
How many times do you apply lip balm, in your opinion, per day.
Oh, hardly at all. I really only do it during the show, believe it or not,
That makes
because
sense.
I'm talking
I
more.
like Right. I like to put something on my lips for the same reason. Lip balm, lip gloss, something.
And it's
Yeah.
only to reduce, and you guys can't see it much because there's a microphone in front of my face, but I have a tendency to lick my lips if I don't have lip balm on.
Oh, right.
And I don't know. Some people find it endearing or kind of cute, but it's like, yeah, it kind of bothers me.
Well, I think it's endearing and kind of cute that you put lip balm on. I don't know.
Just try to be more kissable. Okay, so the thumbnail, you guys are probably wondering why the thumbnail, why there's a thumbnail with weird looking kind of
Brian Stavely, earlier in the day, when this video was up on YouTube, but it hadn't started yet, he made a comment and people, the comments were rolling and in the chat. And he said, "What is that?" And I said, "The picture of those people, it looks like a family on the thumbnail." And he's like, "Who are these people?" And I'm like, "Well, it must be our trolls." But instead, no, it's not trolls.
No.
Mark, explain what it is.
Okay, so, and this is the only story we're probably going to cover before the break. So this is from IndieWire. This was sent to me by a couple people. A new reality show will pay cash if players can convince experts the Earth is flat. So Flat Earthers is a hybrid competition docuseries debuting on a free ad-supported streaming app, The Network. I've got a funny feeling this thing might be an advertisement for the network, but whatever. I'm going to read part of this article. Right. Conspiracy theorists, we've got the show for you. A new reality series called Flat Earthers will pay its players cash if they can convince a panel of actual experts, oh boy, that the world is flat. Good luck with that. Already spinning it, IndieWire can exclusively reveal that the recently launched streaming service, The Network, is an active production on Flat Earthers and will launch all 10 episodes this December, which means it's already shooting, if not already in post-production.
It's already in the can, as they say.
Flat Earthers is described as part docuseries, part competition show, and will follow 5 families who each genuinely believe the Earth is flat, but rather than just document their exploits, the families will each be given $50,000 worth of resources for research and will ultimately present their findings to a panel of scientists, theologians, and cartographers. If they can convince a majority of the panelists that the Earth is in fact flat, they'll be awarded a cash prize. The amount of the cash prize was not disclosed. It probably doesn't even have to be decided upon. Okay.
And it probably doesn't even have to be given because nobody is going to be awarding anybody that money because that would be saying that the Earth is flat. Yep. And that's not the agenda of any of these, quote, networks.
The last paragraph I want to read, there may not be a winner of the series, because you guys already know. We'll bet against it, but the idea is to highlight the growing subset of Americans who believe the Earth is flat. The series aims to shed light on how theories like this gain traction in the U.S. and around the world. Mandela effectors, you may want to sit this one out. I don't know why you'd throw that in there, because Mandela effect has nothing really to do directly with flat Earth.
That's weird.
But like what Patricia and I were discussing outside of the show, which was the chances of them using actual people from our community is slim.
It's zero. Yeah. It's below zero because we would know already. Yes. We'd all know somebody. Yes. And the way they put it, like a family of flat earthers, how many family? I mean, there are a few in the community, but the whole family. It's sometimes we've got like a husband who is, the wife is uncertain, or the wife is, the husband's uncertain, or they got divorced, or single people, or whatever. A family, and several families participating.
Yeah, not.
It's just as highly unlikely, and the fact that we don't know
exactly
in this thing.
Our community,
it's fake. They're actors. It's actors.
Yeah, our community may not be tight, but our grapevine is extensive. Everybody knows everything in some. There's only the degrees of separation do not work the same in the flat Earth community. We know somebody. It's the fact I was insulted even reading this. It's like, wait. I don't know anyone that's tied to this in any way, shape, or form.
Means it's not real.
Highly doubt that. Somebody would have messaged, because everything goes uphill. The message chain would have gotten to one of the content creators. One of the content creators would have mentioned it to somebody. I would have heard a whisper of this somewhere. And you're telling me this thing is already in post-production with real people? No.
And when this story came out, that's the first I'd heard of it.
Yeah.
And I know I've been out of the scene for a while, but I haven't been. Even if I've not been on YouTube, I've still been watching videos and participating, and I kind of know what's been going on. So no, this is just it's an advertisement for this network. And I don't think any cash prize is going to go to anyone. It's going to be rigged. Already in the article, you can tell it's a huge bias against flat earthers. Yeah. They throw in a little sideways slam at the Mandela affected as well, which is kind of disgusting. Yeah. Whether or not you're Mandela affected, still, when it comes to all of the things that many of us look at here, we all don't believe the same things, but it's
Right.
okay. You know, you believe in Bigfoot, I believe in whatever,
Yeah.
Mandela, but it's fine. We share some common beliefs, flat Earth. We have different models that we like in flat
Yeah.
Earth. But when it comes to whoever they're using with this, I think that they probably put one of those ads out and they said, "Would you like to participate in a reality
Right.
show?" And got them to
Per-
kind of like pretend
Exactly.
pretty
Yeah, yeah.
much.
We will call these guys out. It's how I know there's no fake flat earthers is because nobody rocketed up to the charts with 1 million or so subs and just
Right.
broke out. Guarantee when these people come out, there will be all sorts of people. We'll put the word out. It's like, does anybody know anyone who knows these people?
Right. And if you were able to interview those people, you'll say, "Hey, have you guys ever heard of Mark Sargent? No. Have you ever heard of Eric Dubay?
No.
No.
Yeah.
Matt Powerland?
Yeah. Because they're
No."
going to have to drop names eventually, and whenever they're talking to, whatever. We'll see.
And that's who's on the thumbnail. The thumbnail is a creation
Yeah.
that's sort of a AI representation of what I was saying, that they're going to select these quote families, actors to play flat earthers. They're going to pick or clothe or dress up, or these actors, these people, the weirdest looking people to
Oh yeah,
represent
the
us.
crazier the better.
I mean, tie-dye shirts, missing teeth, a woman with a beard. I mean,
Yeah, it'll be a crime. We got to go to break, but it'll be a crime. For example, if you're going to pick, really odd people that'd be great on television, why Nathan Thompson isn't on there? So you're going to do all this, Nathan Thompson, who was in the documentary, the Netflix thing. You're not going to pick him for this, whatever. Oh,
well, what about Whitsitt?
Whitsitt.
There's so many people
He'd be
that would be
awesome.
really great. What about Paige and David their
Paige and
family
David
to
would
go
be
on?
perfect for this.
And
Absolutely.
they appear normal. They speak well. And by the way, I'm not insulting people with tie-dye shirts. I'm talking about a whole package of somebody who kind of looks like that they just came out of a Fish concert.
Right.
They'll package somebody up like that. And central casting kind of,
Yeah.
well, let's make a guy look weird,
absolutely.
Probably somebody with some kind of a 666 tattoo, or it's going to be bizarre. Hopefully this show just fails miserably.
I hope
but then
so.
again, all PR is good.
We'll call them out, though. If they're fake, you'll hear about it. Okay, we're going to our first break. When we come back, we will continue with the headlines. Oh, all I have to do is click on this and click on breaks. And there we go.
Introducing the Flat Earth Sun, Moon, and Zodiac Clock App Meetup Maker. Never miss another meetup again. You can look up meetups in several different ways. Sort by date. You can search by location or within a 500-mile radius. To create and list your own meetup, enter the date. Give the meetup a name, a location name. Add a photo. Enter your contact information. Create a group chat name and then fill out the description with all of the details. Select your background color and hit the Save button to add your meetup to the list. Once the meetup is saved, it will ask you to create a group chat for all of the meetups so people can join the group and start a local chat community. Select Public Group. Add your welcome message, and your meetup is now available for all to see. To make sure you don't miss another meetup in your area, you can select your desired radius and whether you want push notifications or email or both. Whenever a new meetup is added in your selected radius, you get notified. The Flat Earth, Sun, Moon, and Zodiac Clock Meetup Maker, bringing people together all around the plane.
Join me, Karen B, every moon day
Every
at
moon
9:30
day.
a.m. for Coffee Talk on YouTube, Rumble, and Rockfin. You never know what you'll learn about in the coffee shop. Open topic and open phones, y'all. You can also go to flatearthfestivals.com for updates on the latest news for Flattoberfest 2024 and also for meetups, local meetups. If you want to have your meetup listed on flatearthfestivals.com for free, please email flatearthfestivals@protonmail.com.
Welcome back to Strange World, part 204. It's you, me, the perfect Patricia Steere, and we're doing headlines. So, we left off with the fake Flat Earth show, which I am dying to find out. I can't wait, actually, till this show comes out. And it's...
Wouldn't it be funny if Jaron just messages you on Skype later and says, "Hey, man, we're on that show. We're doing it."
Well, that's one more thing, by the way, which is you can't keep a secret in Flat Earth. It's almost impossible to keep a secret in our
Right.
community. Everything, we know everything before it comes out, and whatever. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen, but we'll see. Can't wait. All right.
Oh, in chat, somebody was asking what my channel is because I used to have a channel called Flat Earth and Other Hot Potatoes. It's gone. It's deleted. R.I.P. However, I have another channel called Patricia Steere, and Zulu One was kind enough to post it in the chat of this video right now. It's just Patricia Steere. And I also have a Rumble. And for links to that, once you get to the Patricia Steere channel, it's got links there. Also to my Instagram, which has nothing to do with Flat Earth, but there's cats and decorations and furniture.
You should
food.
remind me, and I will put that in your intro for every show. We should announce that every show when I bring you in. Absolutely, we should. Because a lot of people don't know your channel's back. So.
Yeah, that's true. And it's really small, so hopefully I'll have. And I can't even use it yet. I'm still on.
Well, we uploaded between the archivist and me. We uploaded quite a bit of content before you got.
There's old videos up there for sure. And the bad part is that when I actually do appear live on the video, people who only have seen the old videos, they'll go, "Whoa, look at that woman! She's aged so much." From 2015, and hey, time goes by. What you gonna do?
Yeah, 10 years. 10 years is 10 years. So. Okay, this is from BBC. Let's get through it. We're going to do the space stuff first, as usual. BBC.
You know what? Every one of these stories, you just want to groan.
I know.
When you see
we
them.
do.
It's like, oh.
Well, in this case, I mean, the little shot there, that little picture, that says it all. China space probe returns with rare moon rocks. Okay.
Returns as in they were there on the moon.
Yeah.
And they came back with something.
Yeah, they were on the dark side of the moon, and then supposedly, don't know how they did it, but that little probe sent something back all the way to Earth, and there it is, right next to the Chinese flag and a little field. That field could be anywhere with a nice little Chinese helmet.
That kind of looks like a mix of a football helmet and a weirdly smashed bowling ball.
And where's
That's the probe?
Yeah, and by the way, where's the parachute? How did it land? Is there anything around it?
The old TV show, The Prisoner, where they had this white ball that used to roll around and sort of kill people. Some people will know what I'm talking about. This is a modern day version of the giant white ball on the Patrick McGowan show, The Prisoner.
I will say this, the Chinese do know how to imitate, but look, there's something to be said for the original. If you're going to fake something, be more American. Americans know how to fake stuff. I mean, we're not super great, but we're better than you are. So,
well, they know how to make fake handbags in China. So their whole space program is a fake handbag of our horrible fake space program.
I mean, seriously, that stupid metallic thing next to that little Chinese flag, propaganda.
I believe it because I want to believe it.
Not its finest. Speaking of propaganda, this is from the American side. Scientists say they've traced the origins of a potentially hazardous another near-Earth asteroid. We hear about that every other month to the far side of the moon. Oh, okay. So this one spawned.
Or it could be a close-up of an oyster shell. Could be.
Yeah. And there's a crater. Captured an image of the Giordano Bruno crater on the moon's far side, showcasing. By the way, they should always say far side, not dark side, because that just confuses people. It's like, why is it always dark? And they're trying to work it out in their head. It's like, it's not. It's not always dark. It's not a Pink Floyd thing. It's the side that's supposedly away from us. So it's half sun, half dark, whatever. It doesn't really matter. It's a piece of crap. It's just another space reinforcement story. Ignore it. It means nothing.
It's just something to laugh at for us.
This one, by the way. Okay.
Oh, no.
Okay. This is the Apollo 13 program moved all the way up to 2024, which is U.S. astronauts stuck in space. NASA's...
Okay. Are they going to end up, quote, dying?
No, of course not.
Is this... You don't think
No. They'll be rescued. That's the point. It's just a jet. Apollo 13 should have died, if you believe that story.
Right. I mean, of course, I wouldn't believe they'd be really dying because I know they're not really there.
Right.
But their last names, Williams and Wilmore. It's a will they or won't they kind of thing. Yeah. I don't know.
By the way, so I want to mention this really fast because
Butch and the Sundance Kid, Sunny, Butch. I don't know. There's something about their names that's...
Suni Williams and Butch Wilmore will have to spend another week aboard the ISS as experts struggle to fix their spacecraft. Again, space drama. That's all it is. Is drama added to space so that people pay attention. By the way, and I don't want to pick, but Suni Williams, the woman here, I was looking. It's like, what is that? Is she shot in bad lighting? No, that's her actual chin. If you look her up on the internet and type in Suni Williams and look at a profile shot of her, I've seen cast members from the musical Wicked that don't have chins like this. This is incredible. It's like, how in the world do you have a chin? Was this reconstructive surgery after something?
And he kind of looks like Howdy Doody.
Yeah, and by the way, did you pass your fitness test, Butch? Because I don't see it. You look like a cop from Chicago.
Didn't they used to have astronauts be the fittest and finest?
Yes, the best of the best.
And then, yes, and I mean, I know it's all fake, but yet now they just look like schlubs.
They do.
Well, I don't mean Suni. She kind of looks like a scarecrow.
Yeah, but she
and I don't mean to make fun of other people's appearances. You started. I'm just
no, that's okay.
Suni.
No, I'm going to pick on Suni because you're saying why pick on Suni? It's like, well, because she was one of the women that had her hair permed up, huge. Right. She's been doing this for a long time. She isn't a rookie. This Suni's been there for years.
These people are faking, and I don't think they're brainwashed to fake. I think they know they're faking. Yeah. And I don't think that they're faking because they've got guns to their head either. I don't think that's it.
No, they are soldiers. They are following orders. Not that that's an excuse, but it is an excuse. Look, when you sign up for it, you sign orders. The rules for soldiers are different than rules for people. If you don't follow if you're a soldier, it's treason. And it's not a court situation. It's like, oh, no, we can take you away and where we want. You've given us that sort of power. So, yeah, sorry, you guys. You're whatever.
However, the more and more that we have astronauts do this sort of thing, astronauts in the know, not just ones who train who don't know, that ups the pool of the number of people who do know something fishy is going on. But still, we get no cracks, no deathbed confessions.
No. Well,
how is this?
Well, I can tell you why. Being that I am a representative of the agency, I can tell you exactly what we do. No. What I said is, in another life, I probably wasn't a think tank. In another life, I can tell you, I can put myself in their shoes, and that is, you psychologically profile every single one of these people. Remember, there's only less than 600 people that even claim to be in space. Almost all of them are soldiers, and you not only do you make them sign the waivers, but as soon as they sign their waivers, you monitor everything they do. You monitor every email, you monitor every phone call, every tweet, every text, and if they even hint, you have dedicated people on those people. If they even hint of a personality change, it's like, I don't know, I'm feeling kind of guilty about what I'm doing. It's over. They go to you with the carrot and the stick. They say, hey, just so you know, we've got leverage over you. And the line I've used from many a movie, which is, who exactly are you going to whistleblow to? We run the media. So who are you going to go out to? Alex Jones? That's probably not going to work well. So no, the deathbed confession from the aerospace industry, tough to do.
So it's really, in the end, the bag of money or the gun.
Yeah, bag of money or the gun. You got to pick. Ask Joe Rogan. He knows about that.
Yeah.
Bag of money or the gun.
So does Alex Jones.
And Alex Jones. Okay. Next one down. Got a few more space stories. This one, of course. Mars rover discovers a strange planet rock. A peculiar white-colored rock appears weirdly out of place.
Okay. Remember the early Star Trek episodes, not the movies, the TV shows with William Shatner, where they would get in fights on various planets and they would pick rocks up and throw them overhead at each other. And of course, you could tell the rocks were made out of like styrofoam painted. They look just like those rocks.
Yeah. Well, now thank you because you mentioned that. I've got that music stuck in my head. You know, dun 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 dun. Oh.
I mean, it actually could be real rocks somewhere in who knows where.
Yeah, it's just freaking silly.
On Earth.
And this is from, by the way, and by the way, it's glossing over the fact that a Mars rover has been broadcasting since 2021, right? That's been there probably even before that. It's like, how are you broadcasting over 90-something million miles away? With what power source are you doing this? I can drive 30 minutes in that direction. I will lose cell signal. However, you from, 200 million miles away? How far away is Mars? It's a long way away. You can get images like this on a regular basis. Nope.
And what's powering it? You know how long your cell phone charge lasts? Not that long, especially the more you do updates on your cell phone. For some reason, that makes the life less. And I'm not sure if that's true.
And batteries have a length of time that they can keep a charge. Look at any battery you have. It says expiration date. When that expiration date passes, that battery cannot keep a charge. Car batteries, by the way, same sort of thing. 6-7 years, wake up, it's like, hey, my car isn't running. That's because your car, and it's like jumper cables don't work. That's because car batteries don't last forever. But apparently, Mars rover batteries last forever.
And what's the name? The Voyager. Are we going to talk about the Voyager?
Yeah, the one of our first probes that we sent in the early 70s. That's still
right. And guess what? Still working.
Yeah, still working. Nothing in space breaks ever, apparently, including, by the way,
that's amazing.
Including satellites, which, as you know, should have crashed into each other by now and start us.
You know, China is going to be making wooden satellites now because of the space junk that's supposedly falling on people, which is more space programming. And if they make their satellites, which are also not really there, out of wood, they'll burn up in the atmosphere.
Yeah, I agree. On another note, sites that pay attention to us. This is how we influence. You ready? So this site is called coolantarctica.com. It's an Antarctica tourism site. And the headline is, get this, is Antarctica guarded by the military and other nonsense?
Oh, where'd they get that from?
Oh, you guys have been reading up on our stuff. Because I'm sure we bring up Antarctica so many times that they've caught some cotton. Wow, that's a good word. Some of the backlash. And they list some of the stuff about this. And they say down below here that there's no such thing, even though they say, okay, get this. So the ice caps make it the highest, and depending on how far south you go, there's up to 6 months of continued darkness every winter. It is protected by the Antarctic Treaty, agreed to by 55 countries, representing 64% of the world's population. And it prohibits territorial claims, any military use. That's a straight up lie. There's nothing but military down there and military scientists. Came into force in 1961. In 1991, they added the environmental regulations, which everyone thinks that's why it's there. It's like, oh, we're there, it's because of the penguins. It's like, no, that wasn't added until 30 years later. Whatever. It's just some dumb. So, yeah. And by the way, one more little fact they throw out there. About 50,000 tourists visit Antarctica each year. They all go to the same spot, by the way. There are about 1,000 people there on land bases at all times. That is not a lot of people for a continent that's bigger than Australia, just so you know, which rises to 4,000 people. Oh, wow. Oh, that's a boom. During the short summer months, it is not hidden, secret, or off limits. Lie, and lie. It's absolutely hidden from everybody. It's absolutely secret, and it's off limits because of the treaty you just mentioned in the earlier paragraphs forever. It's the only unbroken treaty in the history of treaties. So, just silly.
But they're only putting that out there because they fear that a few people are waking up, and this is a way to corral them back in.
Yep.
And I don't know if it works. Can you bring people back in once they've escaped the sheep pen?
Nope. No.
I don't think you can.
That's why the Matrix was done as well as it was. The red pill, blue pill, which is once you take it, how can you go back? without, of course, erasing your memory entirely, which was Cypher's whole thing in the Matrix. Anyway, into non-space or FE stuff or Antarctica stuff, we got to mention this really fast.
More fakes, from fake to fake.
Yeah, more fake stuff.
Politics.
As you guys know, there will be a debate in 2 days, and everybody's hyped up about it. I don't vote. Patricia doesn't vote. Lots of people don't vote. You may vote, but it doesn't really matter because it is scripted, it is staged, and we're going to throw this in there because, remember, it hasn't happened yet. Trump says he's chosen a running mate, and that running mate will be present at the debate that's going to be on Thursday. Now,
is it going to be Julian Assange? He was just let out.
Oh yeah, because he's on the right hand side. I don't know, but whoever it is doesn't. Yes.
Who do you? I mean, I know none of it matters, but it is interesting to see who it's going to be.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and
is it going to be a black gay woman?
No. It's
no.
There's right now. It could be Vivek. What's his last name?
Vivek Ramaswamy.
Swamy. Ramaswamy.
Vivek Ramaswamy.
That's the early rumor right now. Yeah, exactly. Shamalama. But it also could be some other people we don't care about because I'm sure they've done the polls and all anyone cares about right now is the presidential candidate, not the VP. So it's going to be Biden versus Trump, unless, remember, their official convention is in August. Biden's convention is in August, and could be the last minute substitution. We will know after Thursday.
That's what people are saying. They're saying, "Oh, Biden's going to step out. Who's going to step in?" A lot of people think it's going to be Michelle Obama. Yeah. Some people say Hillary Clinton. I don't care.
I don't care either.
It doesn't make any difference. However, I care in the way that it's just something interesting to observe.
Yeah. As Peanut says, it's going to be it'll be entertaining television. That's for sure. I will be watching it. Just because if you want to know if Biden's going to back out or quietly or not so quietly, personally, I'd like to see him just keel over on stage, but that might be too dramatic. But if he's going to back out, you'll know on Thursday. If he's supposed,
we do need some drama. We haven't had anything in the world like a president getting shot or anything.
Right. Good point. This is just a little side story. I want to remind people of it. The Winklevoss twins blast Biden's war on crypto and Trump's endorsement, pledge $1 million in Bitcoin each to his campaign. And you're probably wondering, Mike, why you're writing this story anyway. The story is because I just want to mention to you guys, these two good-looking guys from Harvard,
look at their jaws.
I know, right? They're twins.
Amazing.
By the way. They use
one on the right is maybe better looking. I can't tell.
Well, exactly. These were the guys that made Facebook. It wasn't Mark Zuckerberg. Mark Zuckerberg won the lawsuit, but there were at least half a dozen.
But these guys won the genetic lottery.
Well, yeah, and they got compensated with a big payout and huge amounts of Facebook stock, so they were absolutely fine.
And probably lots of girls.
I mean, remember what Facebook was initially built for. It was built as a dating site for Harvard because they realized that any guy with a Harvard email address, harvard.edu, absolutely was minted gold in the dating world because women saw that and they're like, oh yeah, I'm all over this action.
Wasn't it called the Facebook?
Yes, it was. And you remember who pulled out was the guy that did Napster. Who ended up who got torched on Napster. His revenge was he was a partner in Facebook, and who was played by, if I'm not mistaken, Justin Timberlake in the movie. Watch it if you get a chance. Okay, got a few more. I think we're going straight to Clown World now. We have time? We got time. We're good. Okay, first Clown World. Let's get ready. You ready? So what I didn't know was, in order to save money, because they've been raising minimum wage, McDonald's tried to save money by doing voice recognition ordering, basically using AI to decipher people's orders over the speaker box. It has not gone well. They've been trying to do it for 3 years, and because people are I got to read some of these orders. So the headline is McDonald's scraps AI trial after bacon added to ice cream. The fast food giant.
However, I think a lot of people would like bacon and ice cream together.
It's not outrageous. Peanut probably agrees. He probably has had that with Pop-Tarts.
That's savory, that's sweet. I mean, I don't eat either, but yet,
the fast food,
I can understand
the fast food giant will remove voice ordering tech from over 100 stores by the end of July, the company has reportedly said. And they did this because, let's see here, customers were started sharing videos showing drive-through AI picking up orders from the wrong cars, multiplying orders, and producing bizarre concoctions of food ranging from bacon-topped ice cream to hundreds of dollars worth of chicken nuggets. In one TikTok video, a woman attempts to order vanilla ice cream and a bottle of water, only end up with ketchup packets and multiple stacks of butter. Another video shows a customer.
And the nutritional content was exactly the same as what
There
she
you go.
did.
And she didn't give it back, I'm sure. I'm sure she was just chomping on the butter. Another video shows a customer claiming that the II drive-thru assistant confused her order with someone else's, resulting in 9 portions of tea being added to a bill, which she never received. Yeah, it was bad. Super, super bad. And of course, McDonald's says, we're figuring things out. They're not going to admit that this happened, but that's why they pulled it, but that's why they pulled it. So whatever. So
I was reading this thing casually, just came across something else I was looking at, that McDonald's is doing this $5 value meal thing. We sound like a McDonald's commercial, and we're not. And the $5 value, I'm going to go off the top of my head. It's like a hamburger and then a bunch of McNuggets, a soft drink, something else. It's a lot of food. And they're doing it because they say that people can't afford food because of the economy, and they're making this $5 value meal for a limited time only. But it's like a heck of a lot of food. Peanut is saying it's fries and a Coke and chicken McNuggets and a burger, I think, or something like that. But that is a lot of food.
that is a lot of food.
And Peanut says what I just said was wrong.
You pick an entree. Got it.
The picture that I saw made me think it's all that food. I'm like, that's a deal.
Well, that's subconsciously, hot sex. That's what they try to hit you with, right?
Oh, wow. It worked on me because I don't care about McDonald's. But I was reading it only for the fact that they're saying that a lot of fast food restaurants that I think are inexpensive, most people in America supposedly are saying it's too expensive for a family.
Oh, yeah.
And this is now McDonald's way to counter that with a $5 meal. And I'm like, but all that food would be expensive. Turns out it isn't all that
There you
food.
go.
So turn your car around, folks. I was wrong about the $5 value meal.
We got 3 more clown worlds. This one I want to mention because it's kind of a novelty. Florida recruit. You want to talk about genetic lottery winners or losers. Florida recruit who stands at nearly 8 feet tall, set to become the tallest college basketball player ever. Oliver, I think it's Rio. That's how you pronounce it. He's French-Canadian. Holds the world's record for tallest teenager. And there he is right down there.
Wow.
Fleur.
Look how small the balls are. Well, wait, he probably doesn't want to hear a woman say that to him.
Well, yeah. I mean,
compared to him, that's
what you did.
his wingspan alone.
Oh yeah, it's ridiculous. And the videos down below, which were taken a couple years. So he's going to go to Florida Gators. Here's the thing: what you guys don't know about the NBA is that in the NBA, there's a little stat that is if you're a genuine 7 foot or taller person, there is an 80% chance that the NBA has recruited you in one way or the other in your lifetime. Mm-hmm. They have come to you and said, "Oh, hey, can you pull this off?" And it's like, there's him. Here's a little video of him from 2 years ago. Which and I'm not going to do the audio.
He doesn't need to even
No, he's one of the few people, that sort of wingspan, he's not even jumping. The only bad part about this, so he's got some growth issues.
Right.
The problem is
pituitary gland issue. I think that's what that kind of thing is. And it also creates a human body that can't withstand the test of time. Most people who have that might die early.
Yeah, he will burn out quickly. But at the same time, I almost guarantee you he will be in the NBA. Look up a guy named from Africa, Manute Bol, from the years ago, where he came in and he was a freaking toothpick, but he could block shots, to where the teams that were practicing against him had to practice against guys holding brooms just to get away. Anyway, novelty. I can't wait to see what happens in the NBA.
Well, I wish him well. The video that we just saw literally looked like an adult man playing with children that he was beating up.
Yeah, and again,
but those are people his own age.
I feel for him because he stood 6 feet 1 inch at 8 years old. He was 6'11" by 6th grade, 7 foot during the summer before 7th grade. Yeah, he's he's going to be a phenom. So good for him.
But he's attractive too. So I think he'll.
I think he could do marketing. Who knows?
Yeah.
I think he could pull this off. Okay, we got 3 more real fast. This one's a crime. This is from TMZ, the greatest journalists in the world. Sometimes they get it right. Carol Burnett, hands immortalized at Chinese theater. Dick Van Dyke and more attend. Mm-hmm. This is a crime. She finally got her Walk of Fame this year at the age of 91. Patricia and I, we have followed her over the years. It's like, look, her show ended in the late 70s in 1978, her big show. She is one of the queens of comedy, second, in my opinion, only to Lucille Ball.
Yes.
Why wasn't she on the Walk of Fame a long time ago?
Yeah, like you were saying earlier when we were talking before we did the show, probably in the 1980s she should have got her feet and her hands emblazoned in the Man's Chinese Theater cement for sure.
Yeah, I don't know who she pissed off at one point, but there's no reason why you waited this long.
An ex-boyfriend once, though, pissed me off because he told me I look like Carol Burnett.
Oh, good Lord.
It bothered me. I'm not saying.
Oh no, she's not a looker.
Talented, and I'm not saying I'm a beauty queen either. But I'm like, she has a really different jaw than me. We don't look the same. And I'm like, this is the man who says he loves me is also saying I look like Carol Burnett. Time to break up.
Yeah, Carol looks great for 91, by the way.
Oh my gosh, she looks amazing.
She absolutely looks fantastic. So good for you, Carol. Okay, and
I think she leads a happy life too.
I think so.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, we won't go on this one really fast. Peanut wants us to hurry up. I just want to mention this. New York's Fat Beach Day gives plus-size people a space to themselves. Look that up. They host a day of body positivity and fun in the city at the heart of the fat acceptance movement. It's like, come on, eat a freaking salad.
I thought it was one of those like whales that washed up on the beach.
Yikes. Okay, we'll get past that one. Last but not least, this one makes me happy. Dozens of Tesla Cybertrucks vandalized by someone who really doesn't like Elon Musk. They went with a spray paint can. They said, F Elon. Of course, it's grayed out here in the shot. Oh, no. And yes, again, Elon Musk, the Cybertruck will go down as one of the worst vehicles, at least the worst American vehicle ever, and if not one of the worst vehicles of all time. And
he had a couple of other children. It's not just with that singer girl that everyone knows about. He's had a couple of other children with somebody who works at one of his, I don't know, places where they make Teslas. He literally goes around and either, I don't know how it happens, if it's actual sex or some kind of fertilization that happens, where he's attempting to have as many babies as possible because he believes the world is underpopulated, and he believes, quote, smart people should have children. So I don't know why he's persisting with this children thing. But he's had a lot of kids.
It just drives me insane. There are still people that believe the hype. Look, and again, even though, you remember, they said, he said, I'll sell 250,000 of these things in the first year, the Cybertrucks. You know how many he sold? He sold 4. Not 250,000. Right. He sold 4,000. So, yeah, there you go. All right, we are going to go to our second break. When we come back, we will take your phone calls. Let's make sure.
I feel like we insulted all sorts of different types of humanity in that last section.
We did.
Sorry.
We did. No, they deserve it, especially Elon. Oh, hang on. Make sure I got this right. And let's click on this. And let's go to break.
And cream.
Don't forget to customize your Flat Earth Clock referral code and wake up more minds out of the Matrix. Now your referral points earn DOME cryptocurrency tokens on the Pulse chain. Enter your MetaMask wallet address and all your previous and future referrals will automatically earn DOME coins. In the next few months, there will be an airdrop to all users that have referral points in their account and have entered their MetaMask wallet address. Any users that have referrals and do not have their wallet address added will forfeit their tokens, and they will be divided up between all of the people who have a wallet address added. Some cryptocurrencies are proof of work, some are proof of stake. Dome is proof of mine. By waking people up to our amazing flat realm, you are mining Dome coins. Become a Dome whale and wake up the world.
Have you ever looked away from Earth into the black void?
Because you can see the stars.
Oh yeah.
You know, and
we were never able to see stars from the lunar surface or on the daylight side of the moon.
It's not a black void. I mean, it's black, but there's all kinds of polka dots.
Space is fake AF. Space is fake AF.
There's more than stars. You can see planets. You can see moons.
you see the gas.
It don't let it. Say the sky was not the limit. We fly to the moon in a nanosecond, but we haven't been back.
Welcome back to Strange World, part 3 of 4. It's you, me, the immaculate Patricia Steere. And we are taking phone calls. Phone number to call in is 848-222-2480. That's 848-222-2480. That's a weird number. Nothing odd about it. Can you decipher all the weird numerology that's in there? I bet you can.
I still can't. What's wrong with me?
You're just not looking hard enough.
2480.
Stare at it visually. Well, I can't right now because I got to do the phone lines, but
Okay.
I'll minimize this in a second. Okay, let's grab. You know what? He called first. He gets in first. 504 out of Louisiana. I think it could be Dennis. Dennis, what's happening? Dennis, you're muted. Oh, that's a rookie mistake. You hate to see it. You're back on mute. Okay, we're gonna go to 404. We're gonna go to 404, possibly in Atlanta. 404, what's happening? You listen to the show?
Hot Atlanta. Hello.
Uh-oh.
Hello.
Peanut, are we doing something wrong? The
Well,
I mean, we can't
we are,
we can't
but
hear
that's
the
another story.
No, it looks green on my side. You know what? Let's go. I know this guy's listening. Hang on. We're just going to keep picking up people until we get somebody. 505 in New Mexico, which is, as you know, is not a real place because it used to be Old Mexico. I don't know why they changed it. What's happening in New Mexico?
Yeah, coming back from the break, that was Joe Jackson stepping out from his album, Night and Day.
Thank you.
Wow, it's been a couple of years since I...
Thank you. And by the way, that I will count that as a substitute for me saying it because yes, I know I'm still working out the things and I was distracted by all the technical stuff I'm doing. So thank you for that. Appreciate it.
You were, and Peanut didn't catch it either, or Patricia. So yeah.
No, I don't.
No, nobody caught it.
No. All right. Well, hey, this is great. I'm having fun as usual on Tuesday night, and you know, my favorite space reinforcement story this week was this space debris. It's labeled space debris from SpaceX Dragon capsule crashed in North Carolina mountains. So this is like one of my favorite kind of topics because things coming from above and crashing into the ground.
Sure.
But the story goes like this. Shocked to discover a large chunk of space debris near Canton, North Carolina, just outside of Asheville. So on May 22nd, the groundskeeper, Justin Klons, now this is kind of interesting, a scenic glamping type of campground. So this is kind of like almost, I'm thinking, kind of a script for us in the upcoming Flatoberfest.
Yes,
and it's not too far away either. So Yeah, I don't know if you caught this, but so this guy Justin Clance and his father were maintaining this trail at this glamping collective, which is a huge campground in the Pisgah and Cherokee National Forest area, and they discovered on the path a 3x3 shredded carbon fiber composite and scorched metal. Oh, and there's a faint smell of ozone to it as well. So even there was no damage to the trees or grass, and even the groundskeeper said it was this was his quote, it was if someone had placed the debris right where it could be found on a peaceful trail through the Pisgah National Forest. So yeah, even this guy that found it's not buying it. Yeah, so I wonder. My big question is, who are the guys that had to sneak into this place, and probably not sneak in because it's probably pretty rural, and place this thing there? And what was the purpose maybe in this particular area? And you guys were talking about earlier, maybe they just needed Asheville people to, that whole crowd to kind of be reinforced a little bit. Maybe they were getting away from it. But anyway, yeah, that was
maybe, and
that was a good one.
All you need to do to make money now, anyone can take this idea and run with it, is get something like carbon fiber, like you were mentioning, something like that. Burn it up a little bit in your kitchen sink, make it look like it's a piece of wreckage or something, and then I don't know, under the cover of darkness, make a hole in your roof and have it land on your bed, and then call 911. And say that you were, just got missed by this space debris that fell through your roof and almost killed you in your bed while you were sleeping, and then sue, NASA, SpaceX, and they can't say it isn't from that thing because it would ruin the whole, space reinforcement thing they want to do. They can't say it's not from us. They would have to cop to it, and you'd get the money.
Yeah.
Absolutely. No, wow, that's ingenious. That's a great way to work the system over.
They're not going to say,
that's hysterical.
You faked it. They can't say that.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Wow. That's a good angle to it. Yeah, no, I just thought this was great. And I didn't even really think until you were talking about it, Patricia, maybe it wasn't like the guys that are trying to make you think space. Maybe it was just a couple guys having fun. I didn't even think of that angle, but maybe that's where it was going. But yeah.
All right. Anything else?
Anyway, that's all I got tonight. Fun as usual, having a great Tuesday with you folks and laughing along with you. And let's see, shout outs to Jesse and Brittany and Amy in Syracuse, Jan in Dallas, of course, and Matt in Temple, and his brother Andrew, and affectionately the rest of the family I call the Kempner crew. Shout out to those guys, and keep it flat, everybody. See you, Mark.
Groovy.
See you, Patricia.
See ya.
See you, Peanut.
Bye.
Keep it flat.
Yep.
Laters.
Okay, let's go to 310, possibly in California. 310, what's up?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
This is Trevor Coppola, creator of Flat Earth Los Angeles on Facebook.
Oh, right on. How are you?
I've met you guys a couple of times. Yeah. Good. How are you? It's kind of cutting in and out a bit. You can hear me, right?
I can totally hear you.
Oh, okay. There we go. Yeah, it's been coming on 10 years now for me, I guess. And what I think, what I'm really focused on is what is at magnetic north and the lands beyond the ice wall, because really, this place is a no-win situation, really, right? It's like we live to die, we kill to live and live to die, and, we're going to die, so we have nothing to lose, right?
Yeah. That might be a little oversimplistic, but at the same time, I'm a big believer in the journey of opening minds, which is it never gets old for me to see anybody, turn and break out, do the whole red pill, blue pill thing, and snap out of it. In the end, yes, the odds are stacked against us, but don't they say that about every underdog? You know, and it tends.
No, I
go ahead.
Yeah, I think it's great that I mean, that's what I admire about you, that you have so much patience in doing this. I mean, the awakening is happening. It's just, I guess, a matter of when, not if. But I just, I don't know if is it illegal to go to the areas, in magnetic north? I'm not sure. It seems like they want to change the focus. The old map that shows the 4 land masses there, and then whatever's in the center directly under Polaris,
right?
Which is, could be Hyperborea. Is it illegal to go to those lands or that area there?
Well,
I don't know.
It doesn't have to. Yeah, exactly. What Peanut's saying, there's magnetic north, and there's where what we describe as true north, right? The center of the map. I don't think it's illegal, but as you may or may not know, I mean, just because it's not on the books as being illegal doesn't mean that someone's still going to try to stop you. Again, look at Area 51. I know that's a overly used example, but it's a good one, which is it's not an official military base, but you can't go there. Everybody knows what's there, but you can't go there because it's a secret.
Right.
When it comes to the magnetic north, or let's call it Mount Meru, that whole thing. Remember, it's not a continent, so you're going to have to get a ship and a bunch of people. And the last time I even heard about something like that was, it was like back in 2013, 2012. And the guy died of cancer before he could get the thing going. And he was charging, I think, like $5,000 a head or $10,000 a head to go there, which in hindsight was actually pretty cheap for what you were trying to do. But yeah, I get where you're going with that. Would you? Go ahead.
I think that other guy was riding his bike up there. His website, I don't have it in front of me, but recently, who I'm talking about? I've forgotten the website now, but he's taking steps like trying to go through Canada to see how far he can get and, different routes to go there. It seems like, it's uncertain about where the land masses, if the 4 land masses are there. And but that's what I want to eventually do. I mean, I'm getting to the place where I'll be able to do it maybe in a year or so, just selling a house and doing some other things. But that, that really interests me because, it's something to explore. I mean, Antarctica, I'm interested in that too, but it's a lot farther and it's a lot colder and more difficult. I think exploring the north first would be the thing to do.
The cheaper option would be to find probably someone on the not the American side, but the other side, the European side, to rent an icebreaker and say, hey, can we go to this spot? Not magnetic north, but geographic north. How close can we get there? And, how far are you guys, willing to go? That's what if I had the sort of funds, that's what I would do. There was a producer that asked me that, good Lord, at least 5 years ago, said that's what they were hoping to do with the show was to take people to a geographic north with an icebreaker. And I was going, wow, if you could pull that off, I'm totally in. It won't be fun because I get seasick, but I'd do it. I'd probably under drip.
That's the Flat Earth show that we all would want to watch, not this junk that they keep doing with, on different.
Yeah, this nonsense.
Yeah.
Right.
So.
I think the one that we want is magnetic north. I think magnetic north is directly under Polaris. And then there's true north and geographic north. They try to confuse us, but I'm pretty sure magnetic north is the one under Polaris. And I contacted a couple of companies about going there. And they said, well, why would you want to go there? There's nothing there, and it keeps moving around, and there's all these reasons why. Like, they're just so surprised that anyone would even want to go there.
Right.
It's like, well, just let's get under Polaris, That's my goal, get directly under it.
Sure. And that's the lure, of course. When you have that sort of pushback, when they say, why would anyone want to go there? That's the brilliance of it. Kind of like with Antarctica.
Right.
Where it's like, why would anyone want to go in Antarctica? It's horrible. It's a terrible place. The only people that ever go are the people that just check it off their bucket list. It's like, well, I've never been, so why not? And they do not stay long. That's for sure. So yeah, I like the idea. If you ever get that going, let me know.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just putting it out there. My group, I kind of made it private maybe 5 or 6 years ago because I was doing some real estate deal and I was afraid of the deal not happening. But now I don't care. I wish I could make it unprivate, but it is private.
Right.
Flat Earth Los Angeles. But if anyone wants to join, you can email me at trevorpcoppola.com. I'm not trying to plug it. I just say, well, I'll just throw it out there. But yeah, it's on my bucket list to go there, and looking at different ways to go there. I mean, airships seem like maybe another option, but they've kind of made that difficult too.
Yeah, true.
With the helium, I guess NASA buys it all up or whatever they do.
Well, and the only airships that are really out there are corporate. Goodyear sports. They're tied to sporting things. The old days of the Hindenburg. They're long gone. So. Anyway, hate to do this to you, but it is a call-in show, and I do have to pick up some people. Do you got any shout-outs?
Yeah, thanks. No, just I really like what you guys are doing, and I'm glad you're back, Patricia and Mark. Yeah, your patience just amazes me. I want to be more like that because I just get frustrated. But you're very calm and patient. You explain it, maybe a million times you've done it, but you do it every time with patience. That's what I'm trying to learn, with genuinely open-minded people, it's fine. But when people start, how they get, when it's their religion, then I just don't even really want to argue with them. It's just pointless.
Yeah,
but
go ahead.
Thanks a lot, guys. And
okay, talk soon.
Thanks, and keep up the good work.
Thank you. You were going to say something, Patricia?
Bye. No, I was just going to say that it was nice to hear from him, and he has a nice voice.
Yeah. And again, don't give me too much credit on the patients. Inside, I'm setting a lot of people on fire. And by that, I mean actually on fire. Right. Let's go out to New York City. 646. What's happening out there?
What are you guys doing?
Well, we're doing our Tuesday night thing, man. What are you doing?
That's kind of stupid. What are you doing? Just be honest. What are you talking about? You guys talk about flat Earth again?
Yeah, kind of. It's kind of the thing.
It's a thing. It's a thing, man. Rumor has it there's going to be a reality.
Stop talking flat Earth. It's already over.
What?
Oh yeah, no. I've heard about it. That's this gangbang hillbilly thing about flat Earth.
Yeah.
Whatever it is. But like it's so flat Earth is yesterday. Let's talk about other stuff. It's already flat. Everybody already knows it's flat. There's got to be some
in a
other
way,
shit
kind of. You're right. By the way, it is true. In some strange way, we should just live our lives now that we know what we know. There's not a lot more we're going to be able to learn about it, to be honest, really. What are we really where are we going to go to learn? You need to go up, and we can't really do that. Maybe we need to go, like the callers have said, to certain areas. It's quite hard to do that. So should we just move on? I think about that sometimes. But in some way...
That's so cool. So cool, Patricia. That's why I love the shit out of you. I'm glad you're back. It's like, why are we even talking about this anymore? It's so obvious. So what do we talk about now? It's like, I want to go forward, and now, I don't even want to, if someone talks, they were like, you mean the Earth is flat? Like, no, dumbass, it's flat. Let's fucking talk about some new shit.
In a way,
manifesting.
But it is... To a lot of people, they don't know where we are. They're not where we are right now. And I remember the early excitement that we felt. And it's always nice to try to find somebody who's on that journey, that really early part of the journey where they're super excited. But most of the people you run across are the ones that they have a religion, and the religion is the globe. And they're not giving it up, and it's impossible to talk to them. And it's not really, I don't know. It's almost not worth talking about.
Yeah.
I know. We all missed you, by the way. We all missed you. We really did. We all missed you dearly. I'm a pirate talking, cussing, flat earther person. I've been doing this for a long time now. And I really like the fact that we've managed to normalize this thing and just make it fun now. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. I'm just like, can we just please get past? We already know it's flat. It's just fuck that shit. It's already behind us now. Now what do we talk about? What do we talk about now?
Right.
And here's the thing. It's like Nicole and I spent the whole weekend in jail. By the way, Just wanted
Wow.
to put that out there.
Well, you've got something to talk about then, I guess.
Tell me in the after. Tell me in the after show because I want to hear the details. Okay.
Yeah, the prior how we got in jail it's a nothing burger, but the actual jail experience was actually awesome. It was godforsaken miserable and also amazingly hilarious. And so like I'll talk to you on like the after show or whatever. But like I mean you go through these things in life and you go through these things and you're like, it can't possibly be this fucking way. It can't possibly be this way. And like that's what we've been dealing with for the last 9 years. Like at least for me. Like I think I'm 9 years in. I think you guys are about the same. And it's like you go through these little emotional moments and you're like, so then what do I do? What do I do? Am I actually supposed to go and think about, are we supposed to go out, south, out? Are we supposed to go out there and travel around there and see what it's like out there? Are those people like us? Do we want to hang out with them? Is it the possibility that we could actually go out there and it'd be a really cool civilization somewhere outside of our surroundings? I go through this every day. Yeah. I'm like, does it suck worse here or does it suck worse out there? And I think Mark, you've done this. You've said this, Mark, for many years. You're like, are we a threat to them or are they a threat to us? Right. And I'm like, but if we go out there and they have like flying cars and their life is really great out there, maybe they're bigger people than us. I don't even fucking know. But I'm like, I would like to know what the fuck is going on, on the shore of the thing. I would like to know it. Again, if there's some sort of structured plan and all this bullshit where you're not allowed to go out there yet, you can't do that. You can't do that. Okay, fine. I'm okay with that. It's really pretty to go see the Grand Canyon. It's really pretty to see the Pacific Ocean. I like the landmarks that we live in here, but what's going on out there? Is there other shit that we can see out there? We're past the flat Earth argument is done. It's done. It's done and dusted. We've wasted that shit. We're already good on that. I mean, there's no even more questions on any of this. Like the math is so complete. We've got all the people coming in here talking about this thing, and we're like, yes, this is already clear. So what is it now? So do we go out to a place and figure out, is that a place that we want to live? Is there like better living out there? Is there another, a sun swipe out there? Is there anything out there that's just different?
I do.
I do. I'm just Mark. Fuck you, Mark.
No. Peanuts running, circling his hands, dude.
It might just be the case of a flat Earth is something that's in your heart and in your mind on a daily basis, and it's something you carry with you for the rest of your life.
Yeah,
that's it. It never stopped from 2015. It never stopped, Patricia, from 2014 or 15. It never stopped. It never stopped happening. I've lived it, and I'm sure you guys have too, from that moment. And so now I'm like, well, what's going to happen now? Do we go?
Alex?
Do we try to find a way to go do a different?
Alex, you're...
Okay, Mark, whatever.
No, you're repeating yourself. You're being repetitive. Whatever. You're saying the same thing over and over is what you're doing. So I got you. I totally get you. And don't worry. We'll make allies of who we can. We'll enslave the rest. So I want to pick up one more call for the break, but thank you for calling. I appreciate you. Love you. Let's pick up Canada because I know they've been on hold for a little bit. Saskatchewan up in Canada. I forget which province you're in. You'll have to forgive me. What's happening up there?
Hey, how you doing, Mark? It's Mike from Saskatchewan.
Hey, Mike.
And just phoning in to say hi to you guys again, Mark and Patricia. Thank you very much for taking my call. And I'm going to give a little shout out to obviously Flat Earth Fokker, which we have not seen for a while, and of course it's untimely death. But and
was there ever any cause of death that came out with Flat Earth Fokker with Mac? I've talked to many flat earthers for the cause of death. What was it?
Google was saying that there was a drug overdose. That's what I researched like a month ago or so. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. But
don't know.
But I was with the guy for many nights doing flat Earth activism and stuff, and we were in strange places, with him. But everybody has their own choices in life, I guess. But But other than that, yeah, I hope everybody's doing absolutely wonderful. And I do want people to please check out my channel. I have major astounding videos of the stars. I am done with the P1000. They do not work for the stars because they're always blurry or out of focus. And yes, this is coming from a 100% truther. I do use high power binoculars, and the stars are only visible when you can see the small dipper. So it might be only 2 or 3 nights out of the entire year of a clear sky. And I'm hoping you, Mark and Patricia, will take a chance to look at those videos. I'm actually trying to get one of my pictures of Sirius into an art gallery. The stars are frequencies, and I've been trying to figure them out. And I may actually have caught in the firmament in behind the stars too. But I hope you guys will take the chance to look at them. They are absolutely
Tell everyone
100%.
your channel name.
Yeah, plug your channel.
Yeah, it's Mikey Smith, horizontally opposed, and I'm from Canada. And yeah, it's just I'm doing and also other than that, I'm still doing my flat Earth billboard on the top of my car. I got a 3-foot by 5-foot billboard on the car. I have a sticker mounted to my hood of my car. It is the flat Earth map for everybody to see wherever I drive. And I'm going to the city on Canada Day, July 1st. And waking up all the sheep. So I hope everybody will tune in.
All right.
So yeah.
Well, thank you. Appreciate that.
And I love you guys, man. I'm so happy to see you guys back. Patricia, I wish I could give you another big hug like we did in Edmonton.
Yeah, I was going to say.
It was wonderful hanging out with you.
We know each other. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah, it's for sure. Yeah, I miss you guys lots.
All right, man. We got to go to our final break. So thank you for calling in. Okay.
For sure, man. Thanks a lot, Mark.
All right. Bye-bye.
Yeah. Thanks.
We're going to our final break. When we come back, we'll take more phone calls. And yeah, let's do this thing.
Alpha 33, target is on property, approaching food trailer.
Engage Delta 9.
Roger. Alpha 33 descending.
Hey, I know you.
Shh, they might be listening.
CIA?
Maybe.
Aliens?
Probably?
Globalists?
Definitely. I may have already said too much.
We have what you need.
Really?
It's flat
I'm listening.
and round
Go on.
and delicious.
Tell me the secret. I see the truth in it.
I thought you might.
This truly is a special place.
Yeah, we like to think so.
Will you be here tomorrow?
We move around quite a bit.
Ah, a mobile command center. A strong strategy. I like where your head's at.
Anything else?
I was never here.
package intercept. Copy that, Alpha 33. Come on back, let's eat.
Welcome back to Strange World, part 4 of 4. It's you, me, the always perfect Patricia Steere. And sometimes Peanut. What? I gotta throw that in at least once or twice, right? Yeah. So.
Without Peanut, we're nothing.
Wow. Are you kissing butt there?
Well, I'm kissing nut.
Oh, that's good. That's funny. I like it. Phone number to call in is...
I want to stay on his good side, by the way,
yeah.
since I'm new around here.
Yeah. I have never seen Peanut's Wrath, but I hear it is legendary.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. People die. 848-222-2480. That's 848-222-2480. Call in now, won't you? Let's see. Who are we going to pick up? I already picked up Georgia. Let's go with Houston, possibly.
Houston.
832 out in the Houston area. Well, I think that's, who knows. Where are you actually?
I'm in Houston.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
Hi.
I want to begin by saying, Patricia.
Hello.
If there's anybody you do not look like, it's Carol Burnett.
But what about if I do this thing with my
Maybe
ear, like
Marilyn Monroe?
Not her
Maybe
either,
Marilyn Monroe and such.
Yeah, I'd go.
Although Carol Burnett was beautiful.
Jessica Rabbit.
Very beautiful.
That's always been my take. You know, the classic.
Now, one of your callers there, he referenced the torment that he has, like flat Earth is the end, and what does he do now? There's no more hills to climb, no more mountains to conquer. Now, the guy said something about searching out the North Pole. I think that's where his focus should be if he wants to be on the Earth. Now, if he wants to go metaphysical, he needs to think about the existence, philosophy of existence, and the purpose of the divine. He needs to go all the way to the top subject, which is God and theology.
That is interesting thought. But you remember the caller that mentioned how he didn't know where to go. Remember, he just recently spent time in jail.
Right.
Yeah, and you know what? Okay. You know what that means? Lots of hot man-on-man action.
Yeah, he's been philosophical for many months after months after months. In jail, that's all they are. It's philosophical.
Exactly.
That and playing poker for cigarettes.
There you go.
Yeah. Now, another thing I got to mention, the one fellow that was so, remember that movie, What About Bob? We're all going to die. He's in the bedroom with Murray.
Right.
And he says, the little boy. He says, we're all going to die. We can't get away. We're all going to die.
Right.
So that's the top subject right there. So he says, what's the point? We're all going to die, the one caller. That was interesting. But your show continues to amaze, especially tonight. It's been very interesting. All kinds of... I changed what I wanted to comment about 7 times in being on.
Wow. That's good.
So I don't know what... I mean, I had so many different things. Huh?
That's
really
exciting.
good.
It was absolutely exciting.
Oh, good.
So I want to go because I know there's other people.
Okay.
But I want to say a shout out to my girlfriends, Linda and Nancy from the 6th grade.
Oh, that's nice. All right, man.
Yeah.
Have a
yeah.
Good rest of your evening. Okay.
Very good.
Well,
good night, you
that's
two.
nice.
All right. See you, man.
Good night.
Bye. And by the way, I want to mention really fast because I forgot this from last week, which was because I don't want to cut people off because I know the chat room likes to say goodbye after the show. So when I'm playing the outro song, I'm going to leave us up on screen until the outro song is done. So because I play Lowry, Patricia can't hear it, but I can hear it. So you'll have like 2 or 3 minutes. So when the song is over, that's when I'm going to do a hard cut and I'm out. So
Okay.
I know.
So the chat room has that length of the whole
Yes.
Lowry song to chat it on up.
Yeah,
in
you
there.
say goodbye. I'll miss you. Blah blah blah. Heart. See you. See you. Have a great summer.
Can we see each other in the Jaronism chat or a Globebusters chat or a Globebusters tech chat or
Right, and you.
somewhere
We
else.
might as well say, by the way, before I pick up this next call, that apparently you and I are going to be in. We got a few days. I think it's not until what day is the 6th? Peanut.
I think that's a Saturday.
Yeah, you and I are going to be in Jaren's VIP chat together.
Huh.
Right?
Cool. That reminds me of the old days when we used to go on other people's shows.
Yeah,
together.
you and I have not been.
Like some kind of team. Or
I
something.
know, right? Weird.
Weird. Somebody asked us to come back after all
I
these
know.
years.
It's like, oh, you guys are back.
Have they been drinking heavily? Well, no, probably not. Jaren and Missa, though, both.
Oh, they're both going to be there?
I'm thinking.
Oh, awesome.
Maybe.
Cool.
I don't know. Maybe I'm making that up. But definitely Jaren.
And Peanuts, by the way, is saying that you. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look her. I'm not gonna click on that now because.
Oh, that he was saying that I look a little like Belinda Carlisle, and I do in some way. I have the same face shape as Belinda Carlisle, like the same facial bone structure as Belinda Carlisle. She had a song where she was on the beach, I think in the 80s, and the song is called "Mad About You." Okay.
I was just thinking about that song.
I have a replica of her or anything. She did dye her hair red at some point, and there's more to I look like Belinda Carlisle than Carol Burnett.
Her transformation when she left the Go-Go's was remarkable. She did. I thought it was a fantastic job to where it's like, holy smokes.
She had a glow up, as the kids say these days. She ended up looking better when she had her Mad About
that's what
You.
she looks like now? Oh, yeah, it's a good shot.
I have no idea what she looks like.
No,
now.
Peanut just put it in Skype chat just now.
Does she look kind of like me now?
Yes. Yes.
Similar face shape, right? Maybe?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll have to look it
Yeah,
up.
she looks good.
But back in the days of Belinda Carlisle, solo, not in the Go-Go's, people would say, you kind of look like Belinda Carlisle. And I'm like, okay, I'll take it.
Sure.
I guess.
She was
Could be worse.
She was
Could be Carol Burnett. Or like I think I said in a previous show, a guy drunkenly in a bar one time told me that I look like Axl Rose. And he was serious.
Oh, you mean after Axel's work?
I don't know why. He just said, you look like, you know who you look like? I'm like, who? Expecting Juliana Moore, Nicole people just name redheads,
Carrot Top.
Yeah, Carrot Top, fine. But he said Axl Rose. And I'm like, what? I mean, he was drunk, I guess, maybe, but maybe not.
Peanut, pull up a recent photo of Carrot Top. Show it to Patricia in Skype chat.
Carrot Top looks frightening.
Oh my God.
But
yeah, every once in a while,
always look frightening.
you'll run into guys that have work done, and it's like, who has been advising you?
I think men in general, here's advice, guys. Don't ever dye your hair. If you are losing your hair, cut it short. Yep. Or if you're brave, shave it off. Don't be afraid to have a bald head. It's okay. It's life. And never dye your hair. And never have plastic surgery unless you need something because you got in a car wreck. That's my advice to guys. Facial plastic surgery. Like if you need to have your hand fixed or something from an accident. Yeah,
it looks way, the Carrot Top.
Women, I think, can do anything they want. Yeah. It does look bad if you get fake lips, women. And it does look bad if you get a bunch of Botox. Yeah. But in general, I think women have a lot more leeway of dyeing their hair crazy colors or doing whatever they want with their makeup and plastic surgery if they want. But with men, just be natural. And the more simple your clothing, the better. Don't try to look all fancy. Nice pair of jeans and a T-shirt, even a hat like Mark's got on, you're a winner.
I didn't have to pay for this. This is actually, I per diemed this through the agency. Okay. All right. Where did we leave off?
You know what's really weird? I'm super thirsty. Why?
Do you have something?
I'm going to go get something to drink really quick while you're doing what. Were we talking about drinking or were we talking about something that was salty? I'm all of a sudden, we were talking about peanut. Maybe just talking about peanuts made me feel like I needed to get something to drink.
I'm surprised you don't have something sitting next to you like I do.
It's weird. I don't. I'm just going to grab water.
I've got my squirrel coffee cup next to me.
Oh,
I will pick up a call while I'm waiting for you, okay?
Okay, but I can hear everything.
Let's.
So don't talk bad about me.
Okay. All right. So seriously, go ahead. I hate her so much. It's really. Okay. 701. What's happening? Patricia can hear you, so go ahead.
Yeah, we all know Patricia can hear me. One, we got to start out with this is Tommy King, King TL from 30 years ago in Flat Earth. The Bolton's commercial, sir?
Oh, the Bolton
Great
commercial.
work.
Yeah.
The Boltons smash, what do they use, Blackstones or whatever for their burgers? And
I think so.
Look delicious. You're hilarious with your little CIA thing. The blonde lady is a beautiful young woman behind the food truck. It must be a food truck commercial.
It is a food truck
Good
commercial.
work that they put in with that.
Yep.
Good work with that. I'm from North Dakota. I don't know too much of nothing, but I'm an OG in this damn game. So you guys ain't heard my voice in a long time. Is she back from getting that?
Oh, yeah.
I'm back.
She's right there.
Can we? Oh, stop it, Patty. We're going to get to you in a minute, miss. You know I miss you. Oh. Anyway. Zulu One. Is Zulu One still streaming these?
Yep.
Peace and respect to Zulu. This Tommy King. Still in the game. I don't catch that many episodes. A couple weeks ago I saw Patricia was back, and tonight you guys caught me off guard again. And it was nice because now it sounds like you guys must be going on not a hiatus, but maybe next week there must not be a show or something. I could be fully wrong. So
Why wouldn't there be a show next week?
jumping in. It sounded like you guys were like this. We have this festival. We're going to be on this. We're going.
No. That's just things we're going to be on. No. I'm not.
Okay.
No. Strange World takes priority, so everything's good. We'll be here next week.
You've been on it. Okay, yeah. And you've been on it. Karen B was always a lady with you.
Yeah.
Always respect to her and what you guys have been doing. Never no disrespect. And now that Patricia's back, Mark, I gave you one. Mark, I bought the Flat Earth Army shirt 19 years ago.
Cool.
So we're good, right? We're good.
Sure.
Okay. Before I do all this, before I do what I'm about to do with Miss Steere and I missed you so much, Patty.
Oh.
Miss Patricia, you were my favorite. You were the favorite thing when I found Flat Earth. And you had that thing, if you remember a show that you did with Durst now. I don't even remember his real name.
David Weiss.
Oh.
Before Deep Inside the Rabbit Hole.
Yep.
Yes.
Before Deep Inside the
It
Rabbit
was
Hole.
called
You two
Truth
had...
is Stranger Than Fiction. And parts of Truth is Stranger Than Fiction. That's before I even did my channel. It are on my channel, Patricia Steere now. We found some... old episodes, and some of them are also on my Rumble. So
cool, that's awesome because I do remember that, and I was like, God, that's before 9/11. I couldn't even remember what David was into. And then he was like, probably thought 9/11 was. It was something. It was so early in everything that I just remember that was one of the first. Like I did the nerdy thing of like, oh, Flat Earth, and then going back, and then if you dig into Mark's past, you go into CIA, FBI, cops, right? You go into Patty, it's like beautiful model, conspiracy theorist, nothing to see here. And so it's just like, okay. So,
and
but
we're
no,
still
I'm just want to call in. What was that?
Go ahead.
I said, we're still here. Anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Now, and like it was a couple weeks ago, just to see you back getting it. Hated what? We're not even going to go on there. Mark?
Yes?
Staple? Can we call you Mark Staple? Unbelievable, brother. You stayed in the game.
Yeah.
You never wavered. All the whatever the hell has happened with anybody or whatever, we've probably seen plenty of people come and go. I just wasn't always just a caller or a talker, so I was never whatever. But I've had work or whatever the hell.
Sure.
But you kept this damn show plugging.
Yep.
Like a rock. I don't even know what the vehicle you have.
Yeah. Thank you.
All I know is you have Boltons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
465 weeks later. Yeah. It's been.
I don't even know how many weeks are in a year. 59.
No, 50.
That is like 19 years.
No. It's only. It's okay. It's fine. Anyway, hey, I hate to do this to you, man, but we do have a couple.
No, cut me off.
Okay. All right. Well,
Get back into it.
Okay.
Everyone jump in this game, and everyone should remember Patricia, Queen of FE. Respect this woman. Know this woman. Karen B, I'm sorry, but you know who Mama is. Mama back. I'll talk to y'all later.
Okay. See.
Bye. That was fun.
I didn't even get a chance to mute him. He disappeared. But that was King Tommy. We have him listed here. He hasn't called in a while, though. Okay, let's pick up a couple more before this show is officially over. Let's go to, I think I know who this is, 760. 760, is this the same Daryl that's been sending me homemade postcards?
But emails.
No, this isn't.
Yeah,
different Daryl.
No, we met at the, we met up at the Flat Earth. You called me because I couldn't get a hold of you, and then you told me where to find you. And then years later, we met at the Flat Earth meetup in Seattle.
Oh, cool.
I'm in Albany, Oregon.
Right on.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm the one that sent the email about why doesn't the moon, if the moon can move the ocean, why doesn't it move the clouds?
There you go. Sure.
Wow, because the clouds are water. Wow.
Or move lakes for that matter. Yeah.
Well, that exactly when it comes to
Well,
that.
we already knew about that, but I mean, if you got clouds in the sky and the moon's going over, and it can move ocean, why isn't it pulling the moon up and further in the sky?
Or
I noticed
diverting.
that debate with.
Go ahead.
No, yeah, or devoting what?
No, you're good. Keep going.
Oh, okay. No, Professor Dave, long distance photography. To him, it was all fake. I noticed he didn't want to touch that with a hot, didn't want it. His face went blank. That debate with Professor Dave on the quartering.
Yeah, with
Witsit Gets It.
Yeah, Austin Witsit Gets It versus Professor Dipshit. Yeah, I know it.
Right. When it came to long distance photography, he had that blank look on his face, and his response was, "It's all fake."
Yeah, none of our stuff is real.
I don't know if you missed that part.
No,
yeah.
I got it.
Right. No, nobody's long distance photography is real.
No.
And the thing is when you think about it, if you think three-dimensionally, they're doing long distance photography, but they're never turning and doing a 180. So in reality, the long distance photography should actually be doubled.
Right. And again, I mean, the Black Swan video, which I put on my channel, which I didn't shoot, that's video. It's not even still shots. It's like, okay, so we shot this real-time video from the Santa Barbara coastline out to the oil rigs. That's completely fake too, because if it is, that's some quality stuff right there.
Yeah, real time. Yeah,
real time.
It's one of those things where, Professor Dave's always about where's your evidence, and it's like, well, that is evidence. You debunk that instead of just saying it's all fake.
Right. Absolutely.
Right. Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, I watched that debate and I was hoping something, but it was it didn't go real well.
No. Well,
thank you for taking my call. Yeah.
Well, thank you again for calling in, and don't be a stranger, okay?
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
All right,
you guys have a good one.
All right, have a good one.
Okay.
Bye.
Yeah. Again, that particular debate, it's just tough for me to listen to him anyway. Professor Dave, he's just so rude. Oh God, he's so rude. And then I found out he was married with a kid. It's like, oh, really? Anyway. All right. Well, we're coming down to the end here. So I imagine I should probably take a drink of.
Are we going to be hearing from Zulu One soon? Inquiring minds and regular listeners want to know. It seems about that
Why,
time.
yes, Patricia, that is the case. 845. Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. I want to be a part of it on Tuesdays.
New York, New York. with Strange World on Tuesdays. Yes, you guys cracked me the hell up, man. I couldn't even keep a straight face. You killed me. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. You guys are fantastic. Tonight's show's good. Yeah, definitely. A lot of good callers, good stuff. Yep. Absolutely. I mean, not that the other shows suck or anything, but I'm just saying.
Well,
tonight was good.
It also helps that I've got all the technical stuff now pretty much.
Yeah. Finally, this is the show that the first one when we were together should have been. Yeah. Not that those were bad or anything.
But we were going to. I mean,
right. Growing pains.
Yeah. Now I know. Like, I don't have to change screens. I've got everything where I want it. So no, it's all good.
Right.
Now
right.
we have to actually get better.
And you figured out OBS.
Now I can actually focus.
Yeah.
There's somebody
and
actually.
Wait till you really get comfortable with it.
Exactly. Once somebody emailed me, they said you seemed a bit distracted in the first couple of shows. It's like, you think?
Right, because if people who are listening could see what the screen looks like behind the scenes, it's like the inside of a like a cockpit of a plane.
It's not
with all these screens, and I'm not even seeing what Peanut and Mark see. They've got the more complicated screens with all sorts of buttons and levers and stuff.
Right.
Hopefully not an ejector seat.
Right.
Maybe.
Yes. Yes, it looks like the Atari space shuttle dashboard. It's crazy. It's so many different things.
Yeah, but I
mean, once you figure this stuff out, like I just remembered today that if you hold Shift, you can manipulate your source image and shape it however you want. You don't have to pull one corner this way, that way. You can distort it.
Right.
Yeah, just there's so much stuff in OBS. Oh my God.
Yeah. Plus, if somebody messages me and
I finally
go ahead, you're good.
No, I was just gonna say, and I reloaded Win Movie Maker, the one you made me get.
Oh, yeah.
I love that thing.
Yeah, it's great. Windows Live Movie Maker. It's awesome.
Isn't that what you made
perfect.
the clues with?
Oh, I'm still making stuff with it. I still use it.
Oh yeah, I just got 2024.
Yeah, I'm pumped.
I had to call tech. I sent them a message, and they sent me a new passcode, and bing, bang, boom, I reloaded it. Yeah, it's so much easier.
Nice.
I mean, well, I guess because I know it, and you can chop everything. You can put audio, this, that, change it, the all the transitions. There's so much stuff.
Yeah, it's not flashy, and it's easy to use. I mean, it's limited, but at the same time, it's like you want to
super simple.
Yeah, there's a reason why I used it 10 years ago. So.
Yeah. Hey, and I wanted to say, Dooney looks like the McDonald's dude, Mac tonight, with the long chin, the Jay Leno.
Right. Well, you know what's funny? She does look like a Jay Leno.
Fucking killing me.
In fact, she put.
I googled her and I was like, holy shit.
Yeah. I mean, her chin is no joke. I looked at that and was going, that can't be real. There's no way that's freaking real.
Prosthetic chin.
No, I mean it looks like a stage play.
Could be
for Wicked. It looks like a freaking witch chin.
Maybe when she's in space, there's something to do with the lack of gravity that changes the bone composition.
That must be it.
That's it.
I'm just really surprised.
Oh,
I mean, you see a lot of Indian people, and it's like I've never seen that feature on an Indian person like that. It's just anyway. You'll know when you see it. You guys, I'm not kidding.
That's interesting.
Here's a question. All these people that go in space, like those two people, a man and a woman, I know none of it's really happening, but is anyone ever having sex in space aboard any of these, shuttles or
no, if it's all
ISS or
if you're doing a stage play, do you actually have sex on stage? Do the cast members? No, of course not. No.
But I mean, the people who believe
if it was real, wouldn't they?
Not on.
Okay, yeah.
If it was real, wouldn't they end up hooking up?
Well, maybe off camera, off stage, like actors
but
do.
It's never talked about or anything.
No,
like
it's
that.
never implied. No one ever talks about a romance in space ever.
Right. You think that would be something that would be introduced into the lie, into the story.
Yeah. You never even see flirting.
Well, yeah, the drama.
Yeah, you're right. There should be drama in there, but it's not ever.
Is there like STD
You're right. There
testing?
isn't even flirting.
There's yeah.
Condoms in space. How would that work?
In fact, I can't even remember where there was an accidental, inappropriate touching between a male and female astronaut. Right?
Interesting.
Right.
True.
So.
True.
To think about it. Something to think about.
Statistically speaking, unlikely.
A baby conceived in space?
Yeah. Why hasn't that been broached?
Okay, let's just say space is real and people are really aboard the ISS. And
They've
there's many
grown,
women.
They've grown
Somebody would have
lettuce.
sex.
They've grown.
Somebody would have sex.
Sorry.
They would.
Right. Absolutely.
They're real.
Have a baby.
In
Have a baby.
fact,
They've grown lettuce for the first time 11 times.
Do it, even if they were
Ridiculous.
only friends, just to do it. Like about the Mile High Club.
It's a good story, as a matter of fact, which is you could say astronauts.
Right.
This should have been years ago. Where these astronauts conceived on the space station. It's like, that's juicy. That's the hot goss right there. It's like, come on.
Mm-hmm.
But why haven't they even done that?
Why haven't they done that?
Right.
Why haven't they had a husband and wife go up and conceive their baby?
Right.
Right.
Well, that one guy doesn't
absolutely.
want to do it with Suni because of her chin. I understand.
But
in fact, I'm not picking in any direction, but there hasn't been, as far as I know, any relationship from anybody ever. Gay, straight?
No couples, no nothing.
No, nothing.
Scott Kelly was there a year in space. He was up there with his own ego, so maybe.
Nice.
Well,
nice. Because
I'm sure him and his ego got along really well.
Yeah, Peanut says because they're professionals. Well, yeah, because if you're professional, if you're acting, if this is all a stage, that's you only do what you're told. There is no impromptu.
Right.
No improv.
Right.
No.
Right.
Doesn't happen.
Absolutely.
Anyway, what else you got, Zulu?
Nope.
This conversation took a dark turn.
What?
Yeah, it did.
Sorry.
The New Mexico fires. No, don't be sorry. That was good. That's true. The New Mexico fires looked a lot like paradise, the way all the cars are burnt and the trees aren't fucking burnt to the ground.
Oh, I haven't seen it yet.
Up.
I haven't seen it yet.
Somebody caught on like the Doppler radar thing that, and I don't know if it's bullshit. I mean, it looked like a legitimate video of the radar, and there was a pulse. It looked like it was a green map, like a CRT green, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And it showed a multicolored pulse go along the highway, and that's where everything was melted and burnt. Very interesting.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know. They might be doing that shit all over.
Okay.
Also, they were saying here's some fucking climate bullshit. They were talking about, we miscalculated. The ice in Antarctica is melting much faster, and the sea level is going to rise dramatically.
Sure, well.
They come at us with fear porn from every fucking angle. It's ridiculous.
Yep.
Ridiculous.
Hey, it's almost time to go.
Hey, Zulu.
Yep. Yeah. I'll shout out. Yep. Yes, sir.
Go. Do it. Shout out. Do it.
Oh, okay. Patricia Steere, Mark Sargent, Ice Queen, NDB, Jerome, BST tomorrow at 4:20. And I sort of had a quote, more of a statement. If outer space was a vacuum, astronauts, and Karen B, yes. If outer space was a vacuum, astronauts would train in vacuum chambers, not in swimming pools. Just a statement.
Yeah, very true.
Love you guys.
All right. We will be...
Shout out to the chat, too. And Peanut Gallery.
Zulu?
I'm done.
Okay.
I'm done.
You sure?
Yes, sir.
Okay. We will be back next week. Same flat time. Same flat channel. Say goodnight, Patricia.
Good night, Mark, and good night, Peanut, and good night, everyone. Thank you for joining us.
Say good night, Zulu.
Good night. I don't know if you heard that.
No, I didn't, but whatever it is, I'll use it for my ringtone.
All
right. We are going to roll credits. We are going to roll music. Hot sex. Good night, everybody.
around the moon, wishing she had a breath of air. That's a lonely boy standing in the room, solo game musical chair.
We're almost done.
They say that Mars is close as it's ever been. Wound up chasing stars all over again. There's words for what you got, what you have, and what you'll ever need. There's love so many